Well, hello everyone. It's Chris Bros with the Minneapolis Ski Jumping Club giving you the update for the week. Today is Monday, January 20th, 2025. That is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That is Inauguration Day, and it is cold as hell outside. So hopefully you're inside and enjoying the weather inside because it's about to turn the corner. It's finally supposed to heat up here in just the next couple days. So I wanted to give the update because we are rocking and rolling all week this week. So just a weekend recap. Unfortunately, Ishpeming was they were the competition last weekend in northern Michigan, and they were another victim of the weather bug. So they had a cancellation on all of their other hills other than their large hill. And even at that, one of their competitions, they could only host one ride due to weather complications. So my heart goes out to them, but that was all that was going on this weekend. And again, we wish them the best. Weather for this upcoming week actually looks pretty good. It may not feel like it right now, given that it's actually colder right now here in the upper Midwest than it is in Antarctica. But actually, the warm weather is supposed to roll in during the day tomorrow, and we actually expect that by jumping time tomorrow, we actually should be above those cancellation temps. Again, cancellation temps typically are an air temp of 0 or colder and or a wind chill effect. Generally, that's around negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So we are going to be presumably, again, assume no news is good news, but we are presumably open on Tuesday, Wednesday, and actually Thursday on the Big Hill this week. That being said, the large hill is open. We finally got that thing up and running. So that will be effective tomorrow, up and running on that hill as well. Conditions are as such. The small hills are still in fantastic condition. I'll be grooming a little bit right now. I just went and turned on the cat. I'm going to groom it all out. When it gets really cold like this, it does make that snow a bit hard. So I'm going to soften it, do my general tweaks. I generally try and tweak the hills at the beginning of the week anyways, but I'm going to do my normal tweaks today and really going to beat it up. Really try and soften that snow. And then I'm going to come out again tomorrow around a little after lunch, and I will make sure that we beat those hills up nicely so by the time we're jumping at night, it'll be fun to ski on for everyone. So small hill conditions are very good, and honestly, the large hill conditions are phenomenal as well. We had a great crew that came out throughout the week last week. We actually took that snowmaking, that fire hose, and we just doused the entire in-run on the Big Hill. All the snow there, we just doused it with nearly 1,000 gallons of water coming straight out the fire hose, and really to ensure and make sure that we had a really, really precise, clean cut by the time we cut track. So then we braved the cold over the weekend, and we got a phenomenal cut. It looks really, really nice. We're excited to send some jumpers off of it this week. There's a couple things that still need to be done on the Big Hill in order for the tournament to happen in a couple weeks, but nothing necessarily that needs to happen prior to jumping tomorrow. So that being said, our hours this week, coaches Nick, Mo, and Pete will have the 8 and the 18 on Tuesday, and on Tuesday that starts at 6:30, excuse me, and then Nick is going to be running the 8 and the 18 on Wednesday, again 6:30 start. Coach Tony will lead skiers through their extra jumper warm-up and stretching at 6:15 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on the 30 there. That should be on the hill by about 6:30. Chalet Cafe, again, will not be open this week, but Deidre should be at the front desk between 6 and 8 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday if you've got to handle any questions or registrations you guys might have. And then finally, myself and Coach Tom will have the large hill open and on-hill jumping from 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The large hill is generally open 3 days a week, conditions permitting. So I say we're on the hill between 7 and 9, but that really means if you're a large hill skier, we expect you to be there around 6. Here around 6, that's showing up, eating whatever snacks you need to get in your belly. We got to do warm-ups, we got to do stretching, IMOs, as well as any videos from the prior weekend or prior evening's jumping. So 6 p.m. show up for large hill skiers on the hill by 7. Meetings scheduled this week. We've got our typical Wednesday tournament meeting. That's our weekly meeting. It goes from about 7 till 8 p.m. every Wednesday here in the chalet. And actually last week we had a lot of impressive questions. I was glad to hear some of the things that people were saying. So later, hopefully after I'm done grooming tonight, or I'll definitely get to it by first thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to get some of those answers questioned. I'm just going to send an email out to the Team Snap group here because it was some really good questions I thought I'd be able to share, and maybe you guys could share as well. Additionally, there has been some interest in securing a lift for the small hills that would also potentially service the large hill. So there has been some energy about that. Don't want to get into that right now, but let's assume by next week we're going to be trying to talk about that a little bit as well. And then finally, the upcoming weekend schedule. So this weekend, as always, we recommend you train here as you can during the week, and then on Friday, you make your way over to St. Paul. They do such a nice job on those Friday night comps. And then the regional competition is in Fox River Grove. That's also known as Norgie Ski Club in Illinois. So it's a bit of a hike. It is a hike to get down there, but honestly, anybody who is willing to make the drive, generally it's worth it. A really cool facility. They have a lot of the same size jumps that we've got, and a lot of good energy in that club. It's typically worth the trip if you are willing to make it. So they've got a lot of the same size hills, and for their tournament, they will have, it is pretty impressive. They'll have anywhere between 5, 6, 7, 8. I've been there where they've even had 10,000 spectators on a day. So Saturday is the day for all the small hills. You can knock it out in one day, or if you want to stay overnight and even see it on Sunday as well, you can see how they really do put off a great show. As always, if you have any questions about traveling, never hesitate to ask your coach to see if it's a good idea or not, and where your skier is at, and maybe if it's a time to progress up or make that move. Anyways, I hope all is well. It's Monday, January 20th, 2025, and we'll be in touch. We'll see you at the hill.